Welcome back. If it's your first time, welcome. This is our regular Friday networking session. I'm going to make sure I got everybody in here. Letting everybody in. A few more people coming in. Yeah, I'm not used to hosting. John is usually the host and lets everybody in here. So excuse me if we get a little slow starting out here this morning. We're on using John's account. He schedules these and then I pop in here. We're all, and I see we've got Amber here too. We're board members of the St. Louis Real Estate Investors Association. Okay, a few more folks coming in. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started here. Like I said, I am Lloyd Allender from St. Louis Real Estate Investors Association. This is our regular Friday networking session online on Zoom for the November 11th of 2023. And welcome all. And I do not have, keep trying to get that disclaimer that Laura normally reads, but I'll just kind of summation. Letting everybody know that we are not your attorney. We're not your accountant. So we don't take any financial advice. If you need any financial advice or you're going to make a decision on a contractor that you've heard about here or anywhere else, you need to do your due diligence and get your own advice from your own attorney or accountant on before you make financial decisions. We're just here. We're a lot of people that are have a lot of experience in real estate investing, and we'll sharing our experiences and knowledge. So that's what we're here for. I'm just going to make a few announcements about our upcoming events. This next Tuesday is the second Tuesday of the month. So we have our networking breakfast at the Shack in Creve Coeur from 7 to 9 a.m. in the morning. Everybody's welcome. Just buy your own breakfast, no charge. Breakfast or coffee, whatever you want. Everybody's welcome. And then on the following week is the 21st of November. We have our main meeting, which is going to be at our normal place at the Shriners Center here in St. Louis, but it's at a new room, and we're going to be up on the third floor. So if you've been there before, you noticed it's easy to get into, park in the rear, but instead of going through the main door where you normally go to the Oasis room, go in the door on the right and then take the elevator up to the third floor. You'll find our room. We'll have you directions up there to get to the air patrol room. Yeah, we got a great program. John's got a great program. He's our program director at Charisse Earhart. She's a learning development coordinator for Blue Sky Restorations in Earth City. Very knowledgeable on a lot of different aspects of real estate. She's knowledgeable on the Missouri state laws and the fair housing, federal fair housing laws, and is going to give everybody a good briefing on those. If you're not familiar with them, you need to be. Anyway, if you got any questions about what you should or shouldn't be doing with your housing to make sure you're staying on the right side of the fair housing laws, it's a good opportunity to come join us on the 21st. You'll find out. Anyway, yeah, glad everybody can be here. Let's see, you got one more person waiting. Let Denise in. Anyway, yeah, I see we got David Soto, and did I see Stacy too? Yeah, okay. They're one of our sponsoring advisors, vendors. You'll find a link to their website and phone numbers on our website. But I'll give either David or Soto or Stacy Lowe an opportunity to give a little pitch tell us about their their organization and what you can do for property owners.
I'm in the car.
Hey, Stacey. We can hear you. Go ahead. Well, we could hear you.
She's driving, so that's part of the problem. So.
Oh, she's driving. Okay, yeah. Maybe she went under a bridge or something.
Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Okay. So let me I'll go ahead and end.
Okay, David. Yeah.
Talk about what we do. So I have a pretty good idea. So we're a full service property management company. We help investors with their rental properties. We pretty much take care of everything from start to finish, where they're pretty much hands off managing. We'll do the marketing, we'll do the showings, we'll do the application process, lease signing, and then like I like to tell people, the only time you hear from us is on the 15th, when we let you know that your money's been deposited in your bank account and the statement is online, ready for you to review. We're basically for a real estate investor who does not have the time or the wherewithal to handle their day-to-day operations of their rental properties. So we're based out of Cape Girardeau, but we have an office in St. Louis. We cover from Charleston, Sykeston, up through Perry County, and then up through all through St. Louis. So Stacy is our business development manager. She's our salesperson, so she is available to help you if you're looking for assistance on getting your property taken care of.
Okay, thank you, David, and appreciate your support and always being here. One or both of you are always here. It seems like every Friday. So we get a tough question on property management, I'm going to refer it to you. So David's got more experience than I have. So okay, I also see we got Carrie Curley from New Frontier Bank here, and everybody's always got questions about financing and what kind of bank you could do business with. I've done several deals with using financing through New Frontier Bank. And Carrie, you want to tell us a little bit about the kind of work that you do?
Sure. Thank you, Lloyd. Yes, I'm Carrie Curley. I'm with New Frontier Bank. We're a community bank located in St. Charles. We have 2 locations here. We broke ground on our Lake St. Louis location, so we're really excited about that. We provide financing, commercial lending to small to medium-sized businesses for lines of credit and real estate, owner-occupied, investor real estate. We provide all types of equipment, typical. Right now, we're seeing a lot of lines of credit being established for businesses that may not be able to, that are kind of seasonal, maybe not so much seasonal, but looking for funds to get through payroll and those kind of things until their accounts receivable comes in. So that's really huge to have. Every business should have that kind of a fallback, just in the event that you're waiting on some funds from a customer who's taken their time and getting it to you. So if there's anyone out there that is looking for a product that we offer, I'd be happy to help. Thank you. My number is 636-940-8740. Again, I'm with New Frontier Bank, commercial lending, and my email address is under my name right there under my picture. So if anybody has anything, let me know.
Okay. Thank you, Carrie. Okay, who wants to start it out today? We call it our buy sell here, our networking. You got something to sell, either a piece of property that you're wanting to part with, or you're looking to buy something and got a particular area in the St. Louis area that you're looking for, and this would be a good place to announce it and get it out there. Or if you're a wholesaler and you got something under contract, this is a good place to come. We've got a lot of investors here to maybe looking for their next deal to increase their rental portfolio. So, or if you just want to network, you got a question. We do a lot of people looking for contractors. It's always hard to find a good contractor, and we might get a referral here from somebody that's used somebody in the past. So who wants to kick it off? Let's see. Amber just had to put something in the, she said, I had someone, oops, where'd it go? Open my chat here. I had someone contact me earlier this week looking for a place to rent. I believe the request was 2 to 3 bedroom house. Okay. Yep. Okay. Do you know what, is there a particular part of area in St. Louis that they're looking for the house? If so, if somebody's got a house for rent, you might have Amber might have a reference for you for a new renter.
So you can always see what we have available at our website. It's sotopropertysolutions.com. That website stays current. Our systems just, as soon as a party gets rented, it automatically pops off. As soon as it's available, it goes on. So
okay, yeah, that's a good place to look. Okay, Amber says no price specified. St. Louis City. Okay, I'll pass that along. Let's see. Tim says, I'm looking for a tuck pointer. Any suggestions? We have had a referral. It's been a few weeks back, I think, for a tuck pointer. Was that you, Bruce? I see Bruce Stotler here. Can you?
Yeah, I'd been looking for a tuck pointer, but then I asked them for their insurance, and they didn't give it to me. So I don't think they were very valid. There is a place called Massey that's on Union that quoted twice as much as the person without insurance. So I don't know if they're any good. I think I had checked them out, and they had an A rating on Better Business Bureau. I know there's a bunch of others around the area. What am I thinking? There's the one off of South Broadway. It's been around for years and does big jobs and small jobs, but I think they wanted money up front, which a lot of people don't want to give, which kind of makes sense. Like Stacy had said before, I think that they don't give any money up front when they get a contractor because they figure if they're reputable, they shouldn't need money up front unless it's a real large job with a lot of supplies that are needed, like a whole house rehab or something. But so yeah, I don't know what to say.
Okay, I see. Carrie said you had a tuck pointer. And then here, Renee says, I have a great mason. Okay. Do some work for us. You want to, if you can unmute yourself, Renee, tell us about your experience with your mason. That'd be great.
Unfortunately, I'm on hold. I just got a call to
okay.
take care of. So, but I will unmute I will put it in the chat when I can talk, and I will definitely put his number in there.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll read what she's got in the chat if you can't see it. Mike Dorak at MFI Masonry, professional, and communicates during the entire process. Okay. Okay, when she gets her information, she'll put that in the chat. Okay, and she gets off her hold. So anyway, yeah, hope we got you some a reference or two there, Tim. Anybody else got anything? In fact, I got one of my newest tenants moved in, said, I guess she was so pleased with the experience that she has one of her coworkers is looking for a house in St. Charles. So for all of my properties are in St. Charles. So if anybody has any other houses in St. Charles, let me know, and I'll pass that along to my tenant and her friend. that are looking for a house. Or I'll refer them to Soto Property Solutions too. You might have something in St. Charles. Thank you for reminding me of that, David. So, okay. Who else has got something for us?
Hi, I'm looking for appliance repair person. If anybody knows anyone that can repair appliance,
Appliances
yes,
in general, is there a specific appliance you're looking for?
a stove.
A stove, okay. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I know my son is going to be looking for a stove. We were at his house the other day and took over some Papa Murphy's pizzas for dinner, and their oven quit working on while they were trying to get our pizzas cooked. He's going to be. I haven't got communication. My wife has sent him a text that, "Hey, did you get your range fixed yet?" Or so he may be looking for a range for him, or he may be looking for a range here shortly. Okay, yeah. Anybody you got any recommendations? I know there's a lot of used appliances stores around. I have found a great place to sell them is on Facebook Marketplace. I had a range back in January when we renovated our kitchen, bought new appliances, and I put it on Facebook Marketplace and got rid of it before sunset. Oh no, it was a little after sunset. It was in January. The sunset's earlier, but anyway, put it on during the day and it was gone. And in fact, I did the same with my kitchen cabinets too. Best Buy Outlet. Amber says Best Buy Outlet for new appliances. And talk about that. Best Buy. Okay, Lowe's Outlet. Okay. Also, Renee says Lowe's Outlet. Or Habitat Restore. Yeah, Habitat Restore. In fact, I donated something here. Was it? Forget what it was. Anyway, yeah, I donated something.
Fixtures, wasn't it? Lighting fixtures or something?
Yeah, I did a lot of light fixtures there, but just this past week.
Oh,
Forget what it was. I had some. Oh, I know. It was a dryer. This condo I bought. I just moved the new tenants in. The washer had gone out during the last tenants, and I said, I'm going to quit offering appliances. And so I took the dryer that was still working. I dropped that off there. So yeah, so they had it, and it was a good working appliance. I just didn't need it, and I didn't want to go through the hassle. I didn't have the time. This week has been crazy busy, so it was like last week too. I just dropped it off and let them take care of it. Yeah, and Lowe's Outlet. I discovered them over on St. Charles Rock Road. I don't know if they got more than one of those. I think that's probably their outlet for the entire St. Louis area. The way it looked, it's a huge. They took over an old. I guess maybe it was an old Lowe's store. They filled the whole store with appliances. And a lot of them are scratch and dents and stuff that they sell so many appliances. And I guess they have such poor quality in their delivery. They're a delivery contractor that I'll get a lot of them. In fact, it took me two deliveries from Lowe's to get one that didn't have a dent in it last January when we did our kitchen renovation. So yeah. That's a good one. Good place. I looked through there. They had a lot of dented refrigerators. Because they're hard to. They're making out of such thin material these days on the skins that it's very easy to put a dent in them or scratch them. And let's see. Dennis says Discount Appliances on Watson Road. New appliance, also scratch and dent units. Okay. Yeah, Discount. Okay, they got one on Watson Road. Yeah, they got a place out here on in the mall, one of the malls here in St. Charles too. One where out by on 5th Street. Okay, hopefully we found something for you. Yeah, Stacy even says Facebook Marketplace usually has appliances. Yep. Okay, Renee says she's off of her call now, so yeah, come talk about your experience with Mason. You can go ahead and read.
Hi, okay, so Mike from MFI Masonry, we've had some really bad contractors and good contractors that had to clean up their messes. So we had a structural engineer come out, and the window they were supposed to shore up, they didn't do it correctly. And then they said it wasn't their problem, but wanted us to pay them anyway. Anyway, so it started out with, let me see if I can see a before picture. I don't know. I don't know if you guys can.
Yeah, hold it there. There you go. Okay, yeah, okay. I can see.
Okay, so that's what it looked like before.
Mm-hmm.
And he sent us pictures. He was communicative. He made sure to let us know, like, you know, when they could start, because they can't start, you know, a big project like that and then have it rain and then they stop in the middle. So so we had to wait a little bit, but not very long. He communicated us with the whole process. He gave us pictures of you know, the entire process. So, you know, and also, you know, did exactly what he said he was going to do. You do have to do a deposit. I think he had a deposit up front, but he, you know, he's good for it. He did a great job. He has excellent reviews. I don't remember where I found him, but he might have been on the Better Business or Angie's List or something like that. But yeah, I would highly recommend him. I don't get any commission. I'm not related to him, so you can know that this is like a real testimonial about how good this guy is.
Okay, that was Mike Dorak.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
MFI Masonry. M is in Mary, F is in Frank, I is in Incorporated. And I'll put his number and email in the chat. And if I can find it real quick, I might be.
Yeah, because that way we get our recording too, because a lot of people listen to our recordings and would want to get a refer, because they know we refer a lot of contractors here.
Yeah, okay, so I will tell you that his phone number before I put that, I can
Okay.
put it in the chat for sure, as soon as the phone decides to work. Oh, here we go. So it's 314-581-4064. And I'll repeat that just in case. 314-581-4064. It's Mike, MFI Masonry. And I have an email for him. Let's see. GoMFI314@gmail.com. That may not be his only email address. If I can find it,
That's okay. Yeah, or you put in the chat.
after
You can find it. Yeah, but we at least got his number. That's good. Yeah, because I'm thinking I need some tuck pointing on my own chimney here, so that's why I'm taking all this down on my own notepad.
Yeah, he's a mason. He's not like a random person who just knows how to slap some.
Who does some tuck pointing
on some bricks. Yeah. This guy knows what he's doing.
I know that takes some skill. I've tried doing some patching some chimneys myself, so I've got and it didn't look near as professional as the professionals' jobs. Okay, who's got anybody got anything else for us? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I just remember. Yeah, there's a discount in the Bass Pro, up in the Bass Pro in St. Charles. Appliance discounters have a store there right across from the Bass Pro Shop on 5th Street in St. Charles. So apparently they're around. I think they're relatives of the Slyman family. They're famous for their being in the appliance business. They've got all the daughters and sons and cousins and whatever not of the Slyman family are still in the appliance business. So
Lloyd, if I could say something too, just off
Sure.
the cuff, I am looking for a, I guess if there's any wholesalers out there, a home in St. Charles County, preferably with a nice yard. If it's a fix me up, great. It's actually for my son. He's looking for a project and some place to live, and I just kind of wanted to throw that out there.
okay. Okay, yeah, I don't know if we got any wholesalers on here today. Or if they do, they don't have any contracts they're looking to fill right now. Don't see anybody that I recognize as some of the regulars that pop in. Okay, yeah, St. Charles County is a good place to be investing in, as I'll attest to. I went and tried beating back some of my the tax reassessments this year, and yeah, because I had some really big ones that went up. You know, I used to look at them, put them on a little spreadsheet, and say, and I would take a closer look at them if they were 15% or more increase over the last assessment. And this year it was like everyone was over 15. They ranged from 21 to over 30% increases from 2 years ago. And so I just took the two that are, I should have protested all of them, but I just took two of them and didn't get much satisfaction. One I got nothing on, another one I've got a pittance of what I was asking, about 10% of what I was asking for. But apparently I need to change my technique next year. Either I'm just keeping my rental houses in way too good of condition. I think that's part of my problem too. I can say I keep them. I have the stealth rental houses. Usually nobody else in the neighborhood except maybe the next door neighbor knows that they're rental houses. Because I've talked to them, but they're just as nice as any other owner-occupied house in the neighborhood. Make sure I could take care of the exterior and the interiors. I don't necessarily upgrade with new kitchens and granite countertops every few years, but they're very livable inside. But usually, all the assessors see is the exterior. Anyway, who's got something else for us today? I don't know how much work John has to do. There's people are still coming in here wanting to be in the waiting room. So
Yeah, for what it's worth, Lloyd, I live in South St. Louis County, and we had gone back and forth, and I don't know if I've complained about this before, the same complaint you have in St. Charles County as in South St. Louis County, where the people who set the tax rates or whatever, or evaluate them, the Board of Equity, I guess is what they call them, or something like that, send out you get the new tax rate jumps, and ours were, I think, for our house was like about 20%, I want to say. So, and we haven't remodeled or done anything in the almost 30 years my wife has owned the house. And of course they would say something like, oh, we went by the outside and we looked at the outside and this is what we evaluated it with. And then I complained, and some lady called back a couple of days later and said, no, we never went by the outside. They never went by the outside. Somebody in the office. We were going by what they looked at like 2 years ago, where the deck needed some fix up, and that was about it. Some outside painting. So they didn't even go by anything inside, which can be a blessing. It sounds like for you, but ours we haven't remodeled or done anything with. And we had somebody come out and take a look at it and said, oh yeah, they should reduce the price. But when we finally got the thing, they didn't reduce anything. They still evaluated it at 190,000, and I guess that's about the average in the area, where it goes up to 210, with a few comps sold in the area that have, they're on the Zillow thing or whatever, where you can look at the pictures online, where they have, brand refinished hardwood floors, new painting everywhere, new kitchens, new baths, etc. And I complained to them that I believe it would take about $60,000 to renovate our property into the value that they want. So in essence, if you were saying it was 210 for a comp property, ours would only really be worth about 150. But they didn't listen to us, and they said they go by a system where it's either average or +1 or +2 or -1 or -2. And supposedly they related it down to a -1 2 years ago because of the outside condition, without knowing the what the inside looked like.
Yeah.
And I called again more recently. The guy said, well, the people at the state do it more as a real estate appraisal format, where you could complain and show them pictures and this and that, and you would have better luck with them, even though we complained, like I said, 2 or 3 times, and even had their own appraiser come out and say, yeah, it wasn't worth that, but they didn't listen to that person. So they're if you want to be sarcastic, I guess you could say they're out for a money grab. Like
So
a lot of other
did you
people.
actually, excuse me, did you actually file have a visit with the Board of Equalization?
Yeah, online, and the lady there said, oh, we're not going to do anything. It's like, I'm telling her this stuff, and it's like they didn't listen at all.
They
And
didn't
then the
actually
guy,
come out and tell me that when I went in for a live session. I figured I'd have a little better luck.
yeah, you're probably right, but I don't know if it made a difference here, because even their own appraiser came out and said, yeah, it wasn't worth that, and then they didn't listen to their own appraiser. And then I called in and asked, and some guy said, well, the state is better, and you've got all these pictures from Zillow or whatever that you can show that, because we took pictures inside too, that your property is not anything like that. But my wife was just upset with putting up with all this stuff, and didn't even want to bother with it. So if we're lucky, though, they just passed something for people over 60, over 65, where they freeze their real estate taxes for 5 years in St. Louis County. So if we're lucky, it'll stay at the 190 range. But yeah, for what it's worth, if somebody else was thinking of going to the state, and you don't have to drive all the way to Jeff City, they said you can do it online.
You can. Okay, I thought you had to go to the city. Back in the old days.
At least that's what this guy told us. So I don't know. You may get a different tune from somebody else who doesn't want to bother with you.
Okay. Yeah. They didn't come out and actually tell me that during my session. They said, okay, we'll let you know in 2 weeks. Well, then 3 months went by, and I realized, I never got anything from them. And so I called and said, oh yeah, and I think they emailed me. I asked them to email me the report. They said, well, we mailed it, but it supposedly got lost in the mail. I don't know. And the one they made no changes to, and the other one they didn't, like I said, did 10%, something like that.
Yeah, I think they said they were going to mail out letters in October. Yeah, and we didn't get anything till about a week ago. So yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, so they're that far behind in sending out their notices or their answers.
St. Louis County, yeah. I don't know about elsewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, because I had mine in back in July, middle of July, second week. So Carrie, I see, you'll do financing to pay our real estate taxes here at the end of the year. I might need some this year, because I like to lock in my tenants in for a good 2-year lease, and now I'm locked into a 2-year lease. I can't raise because my taxes go up. So that's the only downside of locking your tenants in for a long lease. You can't make up, and I'm always lagging behind on my increase in real estate taxes.
So that'll be like Dave Randolph, where it'd be 18% plus 8 points as a personal loan. I don't know.
Anyway, so much for that. Yeah, no matter how much we complain, we're still gotta keep paying the taxes. Okay, well, anybody else got anything for us today? Okay, well, if not, sorry, John and Laura can't be here today. They're in, I think he said New York City. They're in a conference in New York City. He just stepped out at a break time to log on and allow me to be a host. Oh, Renee, I saw you holding up your phone with pictures of your tuck pointing down. You have the after picture available? No? Okay. She's looking for it.
Yeah, and I guess it's better because, like, if it's like, I don't know if you have the same problem I have, Lloyd, where I had some tuck pointing done a while back on the second floor, and it's kind of like hard for me to climb a ladder 2 stories up anymore. I'm lucky if I can get up a 5-step ladder. And the people, I asked them to send pictures, and they sent some side pictures, so I don't know. And that was all they said when they did the tuck pointing. So I had to ask somebody else to climb up there and take a look at it to make sure that they actually did something, because I couldn't tell for sure, because I couldn't do it myself. So that's a problem when you're getting older and can't climb ladders. And
my wife doesn't like me climbing up in the trees and doing tree pruning anymore either. So we had to hire. Not that I love climbing trees, but she doesn't let me do that anymore. No, go ahead, Renee. Let me see your pictures.
Okay, so let's see. Can you guys see that? That's the before picture, just as a reminder.
Yeah.
Okay, and then here's like the after picture. There were some in between as well, but
just the after is fine. We don't need to see the whole rundown of the project. Not quite as good a picture. I can't see. Did they fill in the whole window?
Yeah, we didn't.
Oh, okay. That's why I can't see a window anymore. Okay.
Yeah, we took out the windows because it was.
We took out both of the windows that were in the picture. Okay.
Yeah.
It is a big job. That was a big job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But,
there it is. Sorry, Zoom froze on me, so I couldn't do anything. Thank you.
Okay, well, good. Okay, so at least we got one good recognition, or Carrie had another one for the Mason. Mason, and we got some recommendations for an appliances where you can get used appliances. They're always good. In fact, like I said, I would probably help my son looking for a new range here this week if he can't get it repaired. Anyway, guess we'll call it a session for today. We do have there's no more session between next Tuesday, so hopefully you can make it to our breakfast next Tuesday, the 14th, at the Shack in Creve Coeur. You can go to our website, STLREIA.com, or find us on Meetup and get the details, the address of the Shack in Creve Coeur. We'll be there from 7 to 9 next Tuesday morning on the 14th. And if you can't make that, please be sure you can come to our session on the 21st. It'll be a good meeting with Clarice Earhart. Get all your questions about real estate laws and what you can and can't do with federal fair housing laws. She's also going to address some service animals and emotional support animals. Now, David's talked about that before too, so that's a whole topic in itself. We can field a lot of questions on that. So, now, thank you all for coming, and thank you for adding to the discussions. So, appreciate having you here. If you can't make it to those other two meetings, we'll see you next Friday here.
Carrie, did you get my response? Okay.
Okay. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye.